That was casting. Now we're going into the world of copper. Copper hammer and a coppersmith. Und ich sage, ich wollte nicht, aber die Deutschen sagten, ich muss.
You have to. No, we didn't. We only said it's liquid bread. So.
Copper hammer. Maybe I'm repeating myself here, but there's no English. And Thomas had said, well, they don't expect that English tourists or American tourists would come here. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a fire going. Oh, look at this. So schön. Mein Gott. And here are the trip hammers. These are trip hammers. Believe it or not, I want to build one of these on the farm. I think I can do that. I saved something that I think, and that's a shear. That's for shearing. I won't even try to explain what the vats are for. It would take a week. It would take a week to do justice to this. So look at the size of the timbers that are holding those trip hammers. A cam back there on the shaft lifts it up, and then it drops onto those anvils. Somebody moves it around, shapes it. And something that Andy and I talked quite a bit about is the need for a spring, so it bounces back up off the anvil. I don't see any evidence of a spring here. No, I think that might be one way to solve it. That's just to determine how far down it goes, I think. There's the power source, overshot water wheel, turning a shaft as big as a whole tree. That would also power the bellows, and that's what I mean by cams. I don't know if you can see the cams back there, but that's what I mean by cams on the wheel. Boy, this is beautifully done. I wanted to point out how they'd switch directions on the brick in those arches. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's frogs down in there. You might be able to see it. There's the water wheel that's supplying power. But I had seen a water wheel inside, and I think I was right. That water can be turned the other way, too. This isn't the only water wheel. That's the one to blow the bellows. Well, I shouldn't say. See the brickwork on the chimney? They're working on the spillway down below. Sorry about that wind. There's the bypass. This would be opened up to run the mill. There's a trash what do they call it? Trash rack. And there in the grooves are where the boards are probably run to control the amount of water. Occurs to me that the smellier works are down in the valley. The leather being the last one, because that would really stink. But the smoke from these would be bad too. Yeah, Thomas pointed out that fire that's going, the smoke's coming out the chimney. But then going up the valley, now we have what looks like a house. Thomas and I have agreed that this was probably, a lot of this was originally here, all supplied by the water. Now they enhanced it. Another thing he said, he thinks that probably all school children in this entire state at some time in their life come here. And it's supported by the state, he's guessing, we'll find this out later, and universities and all kinds of support. This was the city hall, and as Thomas was saying, this was a very busy area at one point. I want you to notice the tiling around the dormers, and then also up on the chimney, the way they did it decoratively.